Moving on to item number 9, which is a letter to Chairman John Thune, the U.S. Senator, regarding the positive train control regulations for the Rail Safety Improvement Act of 2008.
Yes, sir. Just hopefully as quickly as the last item. I'd like to mention that the TPC requested some action from staff with regard to the upcoming deadline for the implementation of positive train control technology on the nation's railroads. We were benefited very much last month from comments from Ms. Brenda Mainwaring, representing Union Pacific Corporation, and Mr. Hugh McCulley, representing BNSF. I wonder if they might have any follow-up.
I can tell you that a great many people have communicated with Washington about the urgency of this situation, and certainly Congress has taken notice of it. The debate at this point, there is recognition that this has to happen. The debate at this point is whether the legislation would be attached to the short-term extension of the highway bill or the long-term extension. There are different opinions in D.C. about how that would happen. If it gets attached to the long-term extension, it won't get passed until probably Thanksgiving. And you'll recall from last month when I spoke with you that that will trigger some of the potential embargoes. So we're mostly concerned about the time frame and certainly watching it very closely, but we sincerely appreciate the action of this group, the Texas delegation, and many other organizations to try to make sure that the railroads are able to continue operating and to continue to implement PTC effectively.
And I'll just say on behalf of BNSF that all of that is applies as well to BNSF. We've communicated very carefully with our shippers because they're concerned about the possibility of embargo. BNSF is less definite about embargoing, but otherwise is totally in sync with what Brenda has just said. So thank you for your support. It means a lot because people of Washington recognize that the Houston area is the area with the largest impact on hazardous materials transportation, and that, of course, is part of the goal of the positive train regulation to safety in that category.
So, Mr. Chairman, going back to the letter, it details in its contents the potential effect on the Houston area roadways of the transition of hundreds of thousands of ton miles of hazardous materials from the rail network to the roadways during the holiday season, and also draws attention to the comments that we received at last month's meeting. It copies the Texas delegation as well as the other members of the Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation. So the action before you is to authorize the chairman to send this letter on behalf of the TPC.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Is there a second? Any discussion?
Brenda, is this a computerized system that could shut down and stop all the trains in their tracks that they're asking for?
It is a computerized system that can bring to a stop any train that takes an action that is not considered to be safe. In other words, if it goes through a signal or something like that.
It would not be some, when the planes all of a sudden are sitting still because the computer didn't work, that just puts a whole bunch of people at the airport. If a whole bunch of trains stop, we got major problems.
That's one of the reasons.
But you're saying it would narrow down to narrow trains, one train or two trains or whatever.
It is designed to do one train or two trains. That's the reason we need to test it before we go fully implement it.
Any other discussion? If none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.